They're scared of my exhaust. It's really loud. Yeah, it's bad. Oh my god, I've got the sheep running. Hey guys, hope you're all okay. I've just popped out my bike to test some bits before I head off to Spain in a few days. By the time you see this video, I'll probably be on the way to Spain. Nothing major. What I've done is wanted to try, I've taken the baffles out of the exhaust just to see what they sound like. I just tested it on the A14 and the revs are fluctuating when I stop at a junction. It doesn't seem as settled as when the baffles are in. It's louder, but I don't think it's a nicer sound. I think it sounds better with them in. So I did take it out on some other roads, just give it a run and see what I think about the baffles being out of the pipes. I can put them in, they're so easy. It's just 2 bolts just at the side. They're very small baffles as well. So guys, yeah, so I'm testing the pipe out just to see how loud it is. I was doing about 75 and there's a bit of booming from the pipe that you don't get with the baffles in, so I think I'm going to put the baffles back in for Spain. It's well loud as it is, so trying that out. I can always take them out in Spain if I want to. I'm testing out my tank bag. I had this one anyway, but last time I took it, it marked the tank on the 959 because it hasn't got any lacquer. I tried it on this bike with lacquer for about half an hour, and it marks the tank, but then an hour later the marks have gone. So it's got very soft lacquer. So what I've done, I've wrapped the tank with some vinyl wrap clear. It's a bit bodgy, but for Spain it will do fine. And the magnets are very, very strong. And I had this bag anyway. I was going to buy another 100 quid SW Motec, or was it Givi, some sort of tank lock bag, but I thought there's no point. This is big, this extends out as well if I want to make it bigger. And that strap just keeps it from, if it does fall off, it stops it from going on the floor. So yeah, we've got that. So yeah, this tank bag's brilliant, and it won't mark the tank, and when I get back I'll just take the wrap off. Job done, back to normal. I've also mounted a GoPro mount for the rear view when I'm with the lads in Spain. It's brilliant getting them coming down the mountain roads from behind. I can switch the cameras around. I've also got my own Hero 5 camera now with the Hero 4. What I've also done, I'm not going to mount my sat-nav on the bars or anywhere, because when we're in Spain I know exactly where I'm going. There's no problem, I know the area so well. So the sat-nav is in the tank bag if I need it. I can turn it on, I can see it through the tank bag, you can see it on there, no problem, but I'll hardly ever use it. I don't think we use it at all, to be fair. Everyone else has got sat-nav, so I think I won't even be using it, but this is an emergency backup, it's on there, so I'm not mounting it. I had it on here, but it just gets in the way, and I couldn't use the camera, so I didn't bother. So, yeah. Alright guys, let's get back on the bike. Right guys, I'll start her up so you can hear what she sounds like without the baffles in. You probably can't hear with this camera. That is loud. It's if I've got earplugs in, and that's loud with those in. So we shall see. See, now the engine's warmed up, the revs aren't dipping up and down like they were. I think when the engine was cold, it didn't like it. And funny, in my other video about my service, saying about heating it up and it keeps stalling, I turned it on for about a minute. I went to go off and it was fine. So it hasn't done that thing anymore. someone mentioned it's called it being cold-blooded or something like that. I didn't really understand what that means, but so yeah, every bike should be warmed up a little bit, but it didn't do it, so I could pull off straight away. Right guys, just going to go for a little run out on the bike, just testing out camera angles, tank bag, see how loud this pipe is, if it gets on my nerves or not. It's a nice evening, so we go. I don't know when I'll put this video out, probably put this out Tuesday, so we'll be on our way pretty much to Spain by then. Pretty organised. For those of you who don't know what we're doing in Spain, where we're going and who's going and this and that, I'll just run over a few bits while I'm on this run. Right, we're pretty much mirroring the last trip we did last year, where we hired 3 vans and there was 7 of us, I think. I can't remember. I'll put a link in this video now of the last Spain trip, so you can check it out. I was on the 959 then, obviously, so this time I'll obviously be on the Monster, which I'm very excited about. Very excited. So what we tried to do in November, we tried to book the ferry to Santander to do the Picos de Europa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Picos, pigeon, watch out. Do you know what? The pipe, when you're gunning it like that, it doesn't sound any louder than before. It's more just a standstill, I think. Saying that, I think it is a bit louder. Yeah, it is louder, but with their plugs in, it'll be fine, no problem. So I'm doing just testing this tank bag to see if it lifts up. But because of the fly screen, it's pushing the air. My hand's there's no wind on the tank bag, so it's not going to go anywhere. When there's stuff in it, it'll be fine. So that's a success. I'm pleased about that. And when you're leaning off the bike and having the tank bag doesn't really get in your way. I like this tank bag because it's quite flat, it's quite flush with the tank, it doesn't stick up too much. And when you're out in the day, for the whole day, you need so many bits and pieces, you can't get away with not taking a bag. I had a rucksack last year and it made me so hot, it was horrible. But you'll see on the trip, I'll go over everything, what I put in my tank bag and this and that when we're there, so that's definitely a success. I think the sat-nav's gone a bit crazy, it zoomed itself out, but yeah, I won't even use it anyway. So I suppose any good thing it is useful for is when your speedo's set in kilometres, you can have your sat-nav in miles an hour, but I'm not bothered about that, it's fine. No big deal. No problemo. So yeah, this bike's all ready to go. And the fuel gauge is still playing tricks on me a little bit. I don't really trust it. It seems to be counting up the miles, I'm not sure, but all I'll do in Spain is just when the other guys fill up, I'll fill up with them. I'll ignore my fuel gauge. And because Wags has got his Monster 1200S as well, which we did an exhaust comparison of in one of the other videos, I'll put a link to that now. He'll know, I'll just go by what he does. If he fills up, I'll fill up. Right guys, for those of you who are interested, I'm just going to run over what we're doing in Spain, who's going, bikes and stuff like that while I'm out for a run like this. May as well have a chat. Right, there's 4 vans, there's 3 guys in our van. There's Wags on his 1200S, same as this, as obviously myself, and there's Si on his Aprilia 200 factory. I don't know much about Aprilias. It's actually in my garage at the moment, so we can load it up in the van in a few days' time. It looks brilliant. It's also got a 1299S, and it's also got a ZX10, a newish one that it uses just for track days. It's road legal, but it just uses it for track days. So it's got a really good collection of bikes, this Si. So he's in my van with me, so is Wags. Then you got Gary, as in the Gazmeister, and Matt. You got Gaz on his Super Duke R 1290, which you've obviously seen in some of my other videos. I'll put a link of the last time I met up with him now, so you can see what he's about. And Matt's on his Hyper Motard SP, which is a brilliant bike. So that's those two in that van. The other van has got JT and Daz on a CB1000R Honda, and JT is on an Aprilia Tuono, but I'm not sure about the model, or it's about 4 years old perhaps, I'm not sure. Watch out, Magpie. And in the other van is Grant, another Grant, Mr. H, and we call him, and Greg's on an R, I think it's a BMW R1200. It's got boxer engine. I'll get a bit confused with the BMWs. That's the first time he's brought this bike with him. Mr. Hayes was, till today, coming on his BMW. It's an older, maybe an R1200S. Again, I'm not too sure what it is. You'll see it in the other videos I do of the trip. But he today, his bike had a bit of a mishap, and it was leaking oil, which is not ideal. So that isn't going to be coming now. But he's also got a Fireblade that he uses for track, which is road legal. Oh, this sounds good. I leave the baffles out because it sounds brilliant. I'm sure other people won't like it because it's loud, but yeah, for Spain, let's give it the loudness. Let's go for it. So yeah, baffles out is good. So sorry, what's the saying? Yeah. So Mr. H can't take his BMW. So I did offer him my Africa Twin, but I don't think they're going to fit it in their van. So I don't know what he's going to do. I just said take the Fireblade. It will be a bit uncomfortable because no one else is on a sports bike, but we can swap bikes anyway. It doesn't matter. It's fine. No big deal. No problemo. So I would take the Fireblade because out there the roads are totally awesome, as you'll see. So yeah, the van I'm using is a bigger van. It's like a Peugeot Boxer, the same as we took last year, because there's 3 of us in that. The other guys are in smaller, I'm not sure what they are, they're transit vans, but like not small ones, but not big ones. I can't tell you what they're called, I don't know. So they're in smaller vans, so I don't know if my Africa Twin will fit in those small vans with another bike, but he can take it if he wants to, but I guess he'd probably take his Fireblade, I would have thought. He's got a Yamaha DRZ enduro bike. He could put some Supermoto tyres on that and bring that along, but not sure. So he's got a day or so to decide what he wants to do. We shall see. We're not sure. Not sure what he's going to do. So the trip is, as I said, it's pretty much a mirror image of our last trip. And we do love that area. We have 4 areas that we ride on different days. We've got 4 days in Jaca, so we ride out each day to a different area. and it's been amazing weather the whole time. The weather at the moment looks a little bit dicey, a little bit, but the forecast is rubbish. It will just change all the time. Mountain weather as well is so unpredictable. It's always been very, very hot every time we've been, so we shall see. So really looking forward to it. Yeah, we're going back to the same place. It's our 4th time there, but every time we go we discover even better roads. Just unbelievable. But as I said, if you watch some of the videos from our last trip, you'll see what I mean. It sounds brilliant. Perhaps this is how a monster's supposed to be. As all you guys saying take the baffles out, well, I have. Said I wouldn't, but I have. So, and I think you're right. I think it would annoy people if you're in villages and towns all the time. And I actually started up on my drive and it set my car alarm off on my BMW. I've never had a bike before that's ever done that. So, that's not good. I have to not start it up early in the morning. It's really loud. So yeah, in Spain, loud is good. It's fine. There's no issues there in that respect. If the sheep don't like the run, they're scared of my exhaust. It's really loud. Yeah, it's bad. Oh my god, look at the sheep running. Right, if you can scare a herd of sheep, I'd hit a massive pothole then yeah, you know you've got a loud bike. But this is also in sport mode, which I'll have it in Spain. And I need to adapt some of the traction control, wheelie control, probably turn up the wheelie control as well a little bit, so I don't end up doing wheelies that I don't want to be doing. Right, we're heading through Madingley. There's American Cemetery here for the fallen from World War II. It's an amazing place if you haven't seen it before. This pub's great, Three Horseshoes. I've got to stop here for a drink with the lads at some point. Lovely pub. Look at that, oldie worldy. The sun is bright, it's right in my eyes. Ah, little rabbits, get out of the way. Think about loud exhaust. People hear you coming, and that is definitely a good thing. You wouldn't want to ride this with the baffles out with no earplugs. I think you'd have serious hearing issues, as in you probably end up a bit deaf or with severe tinnitus. But with earplugs in, there's no problem. No problemo. Sounds good. Look how fast this bike is. Brilliant. So right guys, this will be the last video for a while because I'm obviously going to Spain. There's no point trying to post anything when I'm away in Spain. It's pointless. The internet will be slow. I'll just wait till I get back, take my time, make some good vids, for you guys to see what we're up to. I'm guessing the vids will be very similar to the last trip, but just lots of different bikes. That's the difference. So it's just a little catch up, see what's going on, checking out the tank bag and making sure this camera, well, if you've got the view from down there, the front wheel, then that means that Hero Session has worked okay. It was actually a reconditioned unit from GoPro, because you can't buy the Hero 5 anymore, because the Hero 6 Session is on its way at some point, but I couldn't wait for that because I was going away. So it's got a year's warranty. It was 140 something pounds. They used to be like 250 when they were out, when they were first new, so I'm chuffed with that. So Gaz has got his camera back, so he's got a dual purpose view from his bike, and he'll be chatting in Spain and stuff as well. And we'll do lots of swapping bikes. We might have some drag races with the Aprilia, with this and the Super Duke, and have some fun. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to come. It'll be fun. Really looking forward to it. Just being away with the lads is great. Just the camaraderie is just brilliant. Oh, it's just awesome. Going out for a meal at night, sitting in the square, having a beer, just chilling out. And I know people say, hey, what are you getting in vans for? You should ride the whole way there. I'm not riding this all the way to Spain with a little bag on the back. No thank you. I'd rather just put it in a van and just do all the good riding when we get there. I don't ride this on motorways. The Africa Twin, that's a different story. I could take that on and ride all the way there, and I would do that, but not on this. But when this gets to Spain, this is awesome. This will be awesome on the roads, no question. No question. Right, about to get the A14, guys. Oh, one thing I forgot to say, I had a bit of an issue. One of my mirrors was loose, so I tried to take it off, and now it's even looser, but it's not moved that much. It seems alright. I put some thread lock in it, so hopefully that'll stop it from moving. Well, in theory anyway. In theory. So check out last year's videos I should say, in the link. It was good fun, and the next video I put out will be a couple of weeks time, so you have to hold fire a little bit because I'll obviously be away for a week or so. So really looking forward to taking this beauty on its first Spanish adventure into the Pyrenees. It's going to be awesome. I thought it was a car. I swore I saw a car at my Jaxi then. Do I like about a tank bag? You've got an armrest. It's quite nice. Cruising along, little armrest. It's good. So tank bag didn't move at all, so it's brilliant. Loved it. So yeah, alright guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you in a few weeks' time with some new Spanish footage of our crazy fun trip. Alright guys, take it easy. Cheers. See you later.